welcome back to the GuerillaSpittin podcast. This is episode 4, and there is the man of the hour, Himdwnstares, Danny.
Hey, how you doing, Orko? Hey, thank you for hosting my own show.
I mean, you need somebody to get a coherent train of thought out of you before you ramble away like an old man in a retirement home. So,
well, yeah, I had to get my ADHD medicine. Now it went up. The potency went up about now we're doing 100 milligrams. So now I'm doing this while I do my while I'm getting my PhD done.
Yeah. So, you brought me in here to ask a few questions so your viewers know where you were and what happened to you in the last few months. So I guess we start with the question that is lingering in the room. Where were you?
Oh shit. Where was Himdwnstares? Like anyone was caring? No. Where I was finishing up my internship for my graduate degree. Graduate in clinical mental health counseling. So there was a certain amount of hours I had to finish up. I had to finish like at least 600 hours, and so those few months I had to dig deep. And unfortunately, streaming wasn't really cutting it. It wasn't, I wasn't thinking of, none of the affiliates were paying. I wasn't getting those exclusive, lucrative contracts. All that stuff. So I was like, fuck it. I can't do this. And plus, I was getting a little bit, I was kind of even getting a little bit dissatisfied. I felt like, to me, my content was stagnating. And then I was jumping into something else too. I was jumping into this, jumping into streaming. Then it was the merch store. Then it was designing. Then it was some small editing, like the ads. And then I was jumping into coffee. And then it was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Then I'm still doing a full-time job and school, and I was just like, fuck this. So I said, let me step away from anything that had to do with content, as far as like Himdwnstares. And and then I got sick a couple times. I had Bell's palsy. My God, I was getting like flu, I don't know, COVID, simplex 10, I don't know. Shit, I was getting everything. I mean, I didn't have enough infinity stones to like cure my ass. So I was like, let me step out and finish this degree. And I just finished it in late March. So yeah, I graduated. So I'm back.
Okay, first of all, congratulations on your finished diploma. So that is good. And secondly, since you're back now, what can we expect to see from Himdwnstares in terms of content again?
So stuff that's some of the same and some of it's different. I started streaming 2019, and it's been like a trial and error. It's like something happened and I fix it and it looked good, and then I have to fix it again and readjusting it. So when I left, and it was like maybe middle of last year, I was at the point I was putting out basement beats, which was kind of like non-copyright music. Then I was pulling out live streams every so often. Then I was pulling out montages, like COD montages. And then there were some other, a couple other games here, retro horror games, pretty much all over everywhere. It was kind of like how my brain is, that when you ADHD, you just kind of all over the fucking place. You don't really have a spot. It's just like, I go there. So, I really, when I went to school finishing up school, it really taught me the art of slowing things down, figuring what my limitations are, figuring what works for you and what's relevant to you. And at the same time, I wanted to do, so coming back to as far as when I come back to streaming and content creating, it was more of okay, you don't have everybody, not everybody in the gang is with you again. I mean, I had some people that were some people that helped me with editing and stuff. They're not here no more, and so I had to kind of change things, and that made me think of like, what can I bring back to the content of everyone? What can I bring from Himdwnstares? So I brought it to more of just a couple of things. As far as the montages, I probably will do maybe one or two, not as overly excessive as I used to. The live streams, yes, I like to do with different games. I also like to record episodes of games, such as like and just how I approach them. Because sometimes I can be very witty and funny and amusing, and sometimes corny, and and I think that's a trick. I think that's an art, somewhere, or a talent, or a skill. I would know. I would say skill and talent are two different things, but I'd say a talent. Yeah, and so yeah, so live streams, a few montages sprinkled here and there, and more of episodes, and then podcasting. Yes, the podcasting would be more important. Is I'd say is it would be pivotal, because I think anyone can play a video game. You know, you're not really watching like, oh, I like how he killed that bad guy with the jumped with the sniper rifle. No, I don't think you care for. You know, I think you got so many people who are so good at it, and weight and equipment that can make a person really good at it, and I just don't do that. So I think it's more important of what you want to hear from me personally, as far as as far as entertaining, because I believe you can either entertain, or educate and entertain. You can educate, you can entertain, or you can do both, educate and entertain, and I rather would do the latter, educate. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything, but yeah, but COD. I probably have to rename myself, and instead of the synth god of COD, which I still listen to synth, but I probably have to rename that. But that's just be another moniker I can hang on my wall, or something like that.
Okay, so you want to how do they say in the finance world, diversify your portfolio?
Yeah, I gotta, or whatever my folder, Manila folder, get that shit out there. Oh yeah, just I'll and for myself, and the way I've always done things is like I tried a few things, put it out there, see what bites, see what's receptive, and then keep going until the next thing kind of just slumps down and dies. Uh, I know for me, as far as depending on what medium I use, that I get traction. I know the basement beats was getting popular for a little bit, then it kind of faded out, and then I know the COD montages were cool, and then they faded out. And even when I was improvising, doing like the him finger thing, and and so it just depends on what, and to be honest, it's pretty much what I feel like in that point of doing. I mean, as far as like my fan base, I don't really think I have a fan base. I think it's just like I think I just kind of like, I think I'm like a leech that clings on, or one of those fishes that clings onto a shark, that just takes a little bit of food and then goes away, and before the shark realizes, like, hey, what the hell are you doing? You know? So I'll try things that enjoy doing. I mean, there's a lot of games out there that I wanted to finish playing, and I think that'll be as far as the podcasting and the live streams. I would say for myself, the finishing these games that I bought, that's something that's important as well. I would consider doing, or wanting.
Good. Okay, so which platform can we expect your content output to be on? Because since you already admit you have ADHD in everything, you have also something that I call platform ADHD.
Yeah. Well, before, like when I was in 2019, I was on Mixer, and you had Twitch, Mixer, and then I think you had Trovo, and you had Facebook, and so it was like everybody was trying to get a piece of trying to get that Twitch money, right? So I started on Mixer. I just thought it was a little bit safer. It was a little bit slowed down version of Twitch. It was still popular, but it had some rules, and it was a little bit safer, slowed version, right? So when Mixer sold out or Facebook bought Mixer, I was like, okay, time for me to go to Twitch. So I was on Twitch. It was okay for a minute. I did like the editing and stuff like that. However, it was just trying to make affiliate or partner. I wasn't doing the affiliate thing. I wasn't. Every time I was trying to catch up, I just got so tired of the damn policy. I was just saying, you know what, I'm out. I'll go to YouTube. And I even think this was before a lot of there was a few content creators that were switching from Twitch to YouTube, and then you had some. I mean, I know as far as like you couldn't be a partner on Twitch, and if you were on YouTube, I know you had to be like an affiliate and stuff like that. So yeah, I went to YouTube, and YouTube's been okay. But as far as like growing your platform, or sorry, your brand, excuse me, because I have other things under me besides just the video games. I'll stay with YouTube. I'll stay with YouTube. Jump on Twitch because I'm still an affiliate there, and probably some new venues. Like there's this site called Kick.com. Even though I know it has a really infamous reputation, I haven't even watched any of the content on Kick.com because I'm still like wrapping up some of my school stuff. But yeah, I want to check that out, see if it's something that I would consider. I had a what was it? I had an Odyssey account and I had a Rumble account, but it just really didn't go anywhere. But I guess Rumble's getting somewhat popular now. So does the anti-YouTube or or conservative or such a channel. So it's just to make myself, where I feel I wouldn't say welcome, just as long as I can download the shit and it'll play. That's fine with me. I know my managers or my handlers will frown upon that statement. They'll be like, "No, you need to do this, do this." I'm like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel it's necessary to put content out there, but I'm like millions and millions and millions and millions of people out there. I don't think anything that I'm going to do is going to jump out and snatch you by the throat and say, "Oh, I'm going to keep watching this dude." Maybe. Um, we'll see. Yeah. So as far as I know, YouTube. It will be my priority will be YouTube, then Twitch, and then anything else kind of goes. And then there's Instagram. I'm really pushing for Instagram. Instagram would be the third, like Reels and stuff. I mean, I even heard someone mention Discord. I didn't know you could play game on Discord. I did not know that until someone enlightened me on it. I was like, damn, okay. But yeah, so as far as those as the priority would be YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, like Reels, and then Facebook, maybe. I don't know. Just depends on people across the pond if they dig my content. I might put out. We'll see.
And so if you, I mean, we talked about the content first and foremost. What I would like to know is there any social media that has like your main activity on it, and which one is it? Because you're like a slippery eel, you're everywhere, and nobody really knows where to get a hold of you, but people should, because maybe they want to interact with you.
That kind of goes along with the last question, and I'd simply say I'd say YouTube because in one way YouTube kind of works with my when I say social media I would say Instagram and Twitter. But as far as like if you were saying, hey, I can't find him downstairs, what would I look for him? It would probably be YouTube because YouTube has actually has all my videos. It has at least about 300 some odd videos of what I've done, and so yeah, I YouTube would probably and also YouTube, and to be honest, YouTube works for my temperament as far as like putting content there. I can choose my streams. Most people watch YouTube anyway than Twitch. Twitch has a more of a specific following or a demographic of followers. I don't know if that's the right context, but I would say a specific demographic. And most of the people who watch my content are men between the ages of, let's say, 18 to 37. So I think as far as YouTube, as far as flexibility, as far as like with work and other stuff, because like I said, just because I mean, yeah, I graduated with a master's, but there's a point of me having that master's. It's an investment. Now I got to make money to maximize that investment. So, and perhaps I start doing that too, interacting, more of my degree with counseling. I'm not saying put out a group or nothing, something like that. And who knows, maybe if it's profitable, if I make any money, then maybe Patreon or OnlyFans. No, no, I mean, yeah, Patreon or something. So yeah, so I would say YouTube, Instagram. You can definitely chat up with me there. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Himdwnstares. I think there's only Himdwnstares or Himdwnstares Gaming on YouTube, and Instagram is Himdwnstares. It's just never changes.
Okay, so do you have any famous last words for the listeners of this podcast?
Go look at my old content on my Himdwnstares Gaming channel on YouTube. It's HIMDWNSTARES. Himdwnstares or Himdwnstares Gaming. Look those up. I am going to be putting out some new content after this one. I have to start dusting the old Streamlabs and uploading shit and getting some new stuff, and you will see me. And like I said, the thing you will understand about Himdwnstares, something new will always come up. And I think that will be the interesting thing about my content. Is something new will come up, and you don't know what it'll be. And sometimes that's the thing. You can either be consistent, and people say, oh, "Okay, I like that, I understand that," but after a while, it gets stale. And I think with me, it'll be something new and interesting.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Perfect. Then we'll sign off here. You have been
Yep.
all informed now. You know he's coming back, and he's coming back hard with a vengeance. So look out for more content. And this has been GuerillaSpittin, and this has been Himdwnstares.
Yay!
We'll see each other later. Bye.